squad up in there.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
Hey, what's going down, sports fans? It's your boy Marley Bets coming at you live with another video from Brothas N Bets, the NFL edition. As always, I got my guys with me, Mikey, Hova, and Mr. LJ from Houston. Fellas, what's going down?
What's the deal, man? Let's get in it.
Just trying to keep it rolling.
Plays, for real. Keep our record strong. What's the record looking like?
Oh, we're gonna do a quick. Damn, I hate doing that on camera. Let me whatever reason I wouldn't. I need it to be. All right. All right. There we go. Back set up. Let's see. Quick recap. That's the records from just last week. I'm the only one that went under 500 for last week. But our overall records are as follows. LJ, you're sitting at 40-26 after a good 5-3 last week. Mikey took the week off with us. Mikey missed a week, but he went 6-4 this past week. And Mikey is sitting at 22-16, 6 games over 500. And me, myself, I'm at 39-29, 10 games over 500. So everybody is overall doing well. We're all above 500 by at least 5 games. I think I'm the only one that actually had a under 500 performance all season thus far. As my first one. I don't think anybody else has had one yet. So let's keep that going. As far as me, just overall, actually the winners and losers I picked turned out to be good. I just came short on the 3 totals that I just missed, which that put me under the 500 mark. Anything y'all want to talk about that happened Sunday? Recap y'all record, anything that made you mad about, feel good about, whatever, before we get started?
No, not really.
It pretty much kind of went the way I thought it was gonna go. Sometimes ultimately we want to be 100%, but things happen. So
right,
that's how it is. So I'm ready for this week.
LJ?
No, man, like I said, like Mikey said, pretty much everything went as I expect. I mean, that Chargers-Cleveland game was pretty classic. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, everything.
LJ, you seem kind of low. I don't know. Mikey, can you hear LJ okay, or is it just me?
Nah, I can hear him fine.
You hear him fine? Maybe it's just me.
But, other than that, yeah.
That's better. Maybe you just was away from the speaker.
Yeah, that's all. I'm close now. But I'm ready to dive into this week. Let's get into this week 6.
Okay, well, goddamn it, let's do it. Thursday night game, first game. Lord,
ooh, hey,
yo,
look that up. Hold on. So that's at 10 right now.
Yeah.
That's the Thursday game, right?
As of earlier today when I put it in. Let me I got the lines and everything right here. Let me refresh
it. Eagles plus 10.
Nah, no,
refresh it.
cause look, I placed my bet a few days ago, and I think I got that hoe at 6.5.
Oh, you know what? Actually, it's at 7, so I don't know.
Okay.
What the hell I got that fucking 10 from?
Cause I'm like, what the hell happened? Cause I placed my shit, and my shit was at 6.5.
Typo.
I took the Bucs 6.5.
All right, now that we got the typo out the way, let's jump into the match. Good
That nigga made me had to go check my line again. I'm like, damn, man.
What's the word, man?
All right, people. Thursday night matchup. We got Tampa Bay Buccaneers going on the road to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. The line is at Eagles +7. I'm all over the place on the lines right now. I mean, like, just fuck it up with the numbers. Eagles +7. Total is at 52.5. A couple of these injury report for both teams real quick. On the Tampa side, Brady listed with a thumb. He's probable. Jason Pierre-Paul is questionable. Gronkowski is out. Linebacker David is out. Godwin, receiver, he's probable. O'Connor at linebacker, he's questionable. And Winfield Jr., the safety, he is out. All for Tampa. Look at the Philly side of things. We have Landon Johnson, the tackle, he's out. The rest of the guys are on IR. They've been there. Graham out for the season at DN. Let's get into the actual factuals. Tampa Bay, they're 12-1 straight up in their last 13 games. 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games on the road. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games this season. 0-4-1 ATS in their last 5 games against an opponent from the NFC East Conference. The total has gone over in 6 of their last 7 games against an opponent from the NFC Conference. Over in 4 of Tampa's last 6 games on the road against Philly. And over in 4 of Tampa Bay's last 5 games. Philly, they're 3-10 straight up in their last 13. 1-4 straight up in their last 5 at home. 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games against an opponent from the NFC South Division. 6-2 ATS in their last 8 games played in Week 6. The total has gone under in 4 of their last 5 games against an opponent from the NFC. Over in 4 of the last 6 games over in 4 of the last 6 when playing at home against Tampa. Over in 5 of the last 6 against Tampa Bay, generally speaking. LJ, let's start with you. Tampa on the road, -7 in Philly. What you got?
I think this is going to be a challenge for Tampa Bay because this is the first time besides Dak, I guess, that they faced a mobile quarterback. And I think Jalen Hurts will cause some problems. I'm not saying he's going to win the game, but I'm thinking they're going to keep it close. And I think Levante David being off of that defense, the defense is already giving up a lot of points in the passing game. They got a good rush defense, so I don't see Philly running on the Bucs. But if Jalen Hurts can get out the pocket, make some plays, I think they can keep it close. So this is a Thursday night game. We usually go with the home team, usually is the trend. So I'm going to stick with the trend. I'm going to take the Eagles +7.
All right. Mikey, what you got?
I got to go with the Bucs. And Brady, the offense just been too explosive. Also the Eagles, even though they got a decent pass rush, but against the run, they haven't really been playing that well. I'm gonna talk about mobile quarterbacks. Well, let me rephrase that. Explosive offenses. The last time the Eagles played explosive, 2 times they played explosive offenses, it showed, right? So they played the Cowboys. They took that L, and I believe they lost to the Chiefs. Now, so they're coming off a win. I think they came from behind against the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
So that was definitely a good win. They snapped their I think it was a 2 or 3 game losing streak. And these games are really, really funny. LJ is definitely telling the truth. Like, these games are funny. However, I do believe that the Buccaneers, with their explosive offense and the lack of Philadelphia's run defense, I think they'll be able to get the job done, because now not only are they clicking in the passing game, but they'll be able to actually run the ball. The Bucs are banged up in the secondary, and that's kind of been an issue for them, I guess, really prior to the last game. But I think they can do enough to cover. So my bet was Buccaneers minus 6.5. But even though the line went up at 7, I will take that official play, and I'll take the Buccaneers minus 7 on the road to get the job done.
All right. For me, I mean, LJ, for the most part, like you said, Thursday night, take the home team. That's kind of been the trend for the last couple of years. But it doesn't, you can't do that every time. It doesn't work like that every Thursday. The home team's not undefeated. And to me, even with the injuries to the secondary, like Mikey said, but Philly can't throw the ball. So you can't take advantage of some. How are you going to take advantage of a secondary if you can't throw the ball? And that's primarily because I don't know if it's the offense or Jalen Hurts or the play call, the design, whatever. But his QBR is 37.1. 28th in the league. There's no way. I'm not taking that against Tom Brady. I think Brady's going to go out there, hurt thumb or not, carve the defense up like he does. I still don't think they'll be able to run the ball because Tampa's run defense is amazing. They're giving up less than 100 yards a game. I like Tampa minus the touchdown. I know it's an early week because they play on Thursday, but Brady don't need time to prepare, like, for Philly. Like, what defense are they going to throw out there that he has not seen that he needs to get ready for? So but I do agree with y'all. The Philly's defensive line is pretty good. They're going to get pressure. We know that's the key to beating Brady, knock him off his spot. But I don't think they're going to be able to get there. I think he'll get the ball out in time. I think they'll score the 30 points that they average, and Philly won't be able to keep up. So I'll take Tampa minus 7.
I think the backdoor covers in play this game because Tampa Bay could be up, but Philly will probably fight to the end, and it's probably a backdoor cover that's 7.
It could be for the simple fact, and I've been noticing this a lot around the league. A lot of these defensive backs have been going out. A lot of so the backdoor cover is definitely in place.
I think it just be like you got to have a quarterback that can take advantage of a hurt secondary. Until Jalen proves to me that he can throw the ball consistently every week, I can't put my money on him. Like, I know he's capable of doing it, but until he does it consistently, and you're going against the GOAT.
Right. Well, yeah, but I'm saying I'm referring to just the back door, because by that time,
I don't think 7 is a lot for a back door. When you get to like 14s and 10s, like, I mean, I'm not saying it can't be a back door, but
because if they up by 2 scores, and let's say they get the ball with like a minute and something left,
right.
Not only is the Buccaneers, their secondary is already depleted, they're gonna be playing soft coverage too.
Right. That's true. They will play soft coverage.
So that's what I'm saying as far as the back door. Like,
I still go back to, even with that soft coverage, is Jalen gonna take advantage of it?
I think he's good enough to do that.
So that's what I still keep going back to. Until he does it,
he's not like garbage. Like, I mean, I
don't think he's garbage. I'm pulling for it. I'm rooting for him.
He's inconsistent, like you said, but it's still this guy. This is only his second year, right?
Second year, yeah.
Yeah, and they can't even run the ball. Like, he be throwing the ball like 40, 45 times.
Too many times.
Yeah.
For a
So,
rookie. Anyway.
but we all agree.
All right. Well, let's keep it going. I think it's an interesting matchup we got right here. We got Mr. Aaron Rodgers, that bad man himself, going on the road to take on division rival Chicago Bears, new sheriff in town, and Justin Fields. Couple actual factuals for the Packers. Well, excuse me. The line opened up at the Bears, a home dog, plus 4.5. The total is at 45. Couple of these actual factuals for Green Bay. They're 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games, 11-2 straight up in their last 13 games, 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games against Chicago, 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games against Chicago, 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games on the road, 10-1 straight up in their last 11 games on the road against Chicago. The total has gone over in 6 of the last 7 games when playing an opponent in the NFC North Division. Over in 5 of the last 6 games when playing against an opponent in the NFC Conference. Over in 6 of Green Bay's last 9 games. Chicago, they're 1-10 straight up in their last 11 games when playing at home against Green Bay. 2-8 straight up in their last 10 games against an opponent from the NFC Conference. 3-7 ATS their last 10 games against an opponent from the NFC North Division. The total has gone under in 4 of their last 5 games, under in 15 of their last 20 games at home, under in 5 of the last 6 games, but over in 10 of the last 15 games against the Packers. Mikey, we start with you on this one. Pack in Chicago. What you got?
I got to take the Packers.
Okay.
Several reasons. Number one, they're just a better team. The Bears, they still have a lot of improvements to make, especially on both sides of the ball. They don't have a true passing attack. We're talking about a rookie quarterback who's actually, I believe he hurt his knee the last game. So this is a generous line. And I know, like, the Packers, they've kind of been iffy, but they've been pulling out the W's, you know. So they haven't been like just automatic. I'm not gonna sit up here in front and act like that. But this is a good game for them, a good what they used to call it the NFC Norris, a good division, quality division game. For them to just go ahead and get another W, and I don't have faith in the Bears. I don't think that they'll be able to move the ball through the air. And so I got to go with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. And I think this is that time of year. You know, always early on, something happened to the Packers, and then everybody just goes crazy, and then Rodgers tells them, hey, just settle down. And then after a few games, then they start back clicking. So I think they'll be fine offensively. The main thing with the Packers, they just got to tighten up on the defense. And but I think they'll be okay. So I'll definitely take them minus the 4.5 for sure.
All right. Packers minus 4.5. LJ, what you got for me?
I agree with Mikey. Green Bay's offense is just too much for Chicago, man. And, you know, they averaging 4.2 yards per play. You know, you're not going to get nothing done with that. Only 113 yards passing total. I mean, I don't see them doing anything to compete with Green Bay. But Chicago's defense is better than Green Bay's defense. So if Chicago can get pressure, because they have 17 sacks with 30 quarterback hits on the year. If they can get pressure on Green Bay, they can cause some turnovers, but the defense cannot score points. And that's what concerns me. So I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to take the minus 4.5 because I just think they'll score more points than what Chicago can put up. But like I said, they get a pick six, fumble recording for a touchdown. That could change, but I don't see that happening, you know what I'm saying, usually. So I'm going to take Green Bay divisional game minus the 4.5 over the Bears.
I got you. I like the Bears. I really do. It's just my honest opinion. I don't know if I like them to win the game. I like them to cover. But ultimately, I think the Packers are the better team. I mean, it's not even a question, right? The Packers are the better team. They have the better quarterback. They have the better offense. I agree with you, dude. I agree with you on this, though, LJ. The Bears do have the better defense. I think it's not even close with Ladarius Smith out for the Packers, the pass rusher, linebacker, outside linebacker with the dreads, the pass rusher. He kind of it's showing up where that they're missing him and generating a pass rush and getting pressure on the quarterback. Fields hurt his knee. I'm wondering how he's feeling.
They cleared him to play today. They cleared him to play.
Yeah, but I mean, I know he's playing. He's not even listed on the injury report, but that doesn't mean he's feeling good. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean he's 100%. It just means he's not listed on the injury report. And if can he still run? Because I think I watched that Green Bay and Cincinnati game, and I watched Cincinnati play the shit out of Green Bay. They should have lost that game, but what counts is they didn't. Cincinnati missed some field goals, even though Crosby missed some field goals as well. I think that Packers defense can be scored upon. I think the Bears can hold them enough to cover. It's a divisional game. I don't think they win, but I think the defense can keep them in it. I think 4 might be a little too much. I'm not sure, but I'm not real confident about this one. But I'm gonna take the Bears plus the points. I think they cover.
The Bears are gonna create turnovers. They're gonna take takeaways.
I think they can get a turnover. I think they can get I think Khalil Mack might can get a strip fumble. Maybe we get a batted interception. Aaron's not gonna throw too many picks, so I'm not counting on the interception. Right? He's throwing. I mean, to be honest with you, he's throwing one more than Justin Fields, but I mean, clearly he throws the ball 100 more times than Justin Fields does. But so I'm not thinking a turnover, but I am thinking maybe sack, fumble, maybe we get a strip somewhere, maybe a punt for a punt return, maybe you strip the ball out of receiver's hands, maybe you get a tip pass. But I like the way the defense has been playing, especially over the last 2 to 3 games. And I think that's because they feel like, I said this last time, with Justin Fields in the game, I don't know if they feel like they can win a Super Bowl or anything like that, but I think they feel like he at least gives them a chance. I think they know he's not going to come out there and throw for 300 yards and wow somebody. He's a rookie quarterback at the same time, right? But I think they feel like he can keep them in the game, and if it's close, his legs and him just being who he is, I think they believe that they're always in the game if they can keep it close with him versus that first week with Andy. I mean, if you look at how the defense looks like they're playing, it looks like 2 completely different defenses out there. And I think that's based off the belief factor that they probably felt they had no chance in that Rams game versus I think they have a chance. Packers games have been pretty close, even with the Steelers, even though the Steelers turned out to be a 10-point game, that game was a lot closer than everybody thought. San Francisco was close. They blew out Detroit, and then they got blown out in New Orleans. So I like the Bears plus the 4.5. I just think they can keep it close. I don't think they win. I think the Packers win by a field goal, but on the road in the division, more than a field goal, it's less than a touchdown, but I'll take it. They know each other well. Nagy's coaching for his job as well, and I think Fields might save it. Keep in mind, Fields is 2-1 too. As a starter, his numbers don't look good, but all they care about is wins, right?
And this is 2 consecutive road games for Green Bay.
Noted. All right, LJ, let's keep it going. Next game we got on the docket is, man, those Kansas City Chiefs. Up and down we go. They're going on the road to take on the team that won't get a name, Washington. That line has opened up at the Washington, being a home dog at 7 points. The total is at 55.5. Let's get into some of these actual factors for the Chiefs. They're 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games. 14-5 straight up in the last 19 games. 7-0 ATS in their last 7 games against Washington. 7-0 straight up in their last 7 games against Washington. 11-2 straight up in their last 13 games on the road. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games when playing on the road against Washington. But 1-4, 1-4-1 ATS in their last 6 games against an opponent from the NFC conference. The total, it's gone over in 4 of the last 5 games played in October. Over in 4 of the last 5 games, period. Washington, they're 1-4 ATS their last 5. 3-6 straight up in their last 9. 1-5 straight up in their last 6 at home. 1-4 straight up in their last 5 at home against KC. The total has gone under in 4 of the last 5 games against an opponent from the AFC West. But over in 4 of Washington's last 5 games this season. Over in 4 of the last 5 games against Kansas City. And over in 5 of the last 6 games. Mikey, the Reaper, you're up, kid. What you got? Washington at home +7 against KC.
I really don't even want to comment.
So you do not have to have a play, Mikey. You can always pass.
Well, I'm gonna give a play.
Remember, this is on your record, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's cool. So the Chiefs definitely been struggling. Washington, I think they coming in at 2-3. So one would tell you that this is really a big game for the Chiefs, right? Because the Chiefs, what's the Chiefs' record? Are they 2-3 as well?
I believe they are 3-2. Let me check.
No, they 2-3.
No, they're 2-3.
Yeah, so
they're 2-3 and 1-4 ATS.
Yeah, 1-4 ATS, 1-5 the last 6. So I think this has to be a bounce back game. So I think that the Chiefs will probably go ahead and go on the road and take care of business. They don't have to worry about going against an explosive offense. Washington, their offense is not really that explosive. I think the Chiefs will put up points. Washington will probably move the ball on them because I have no faith in the Chiefs' defense. That defense is just subpar. And I think that's going to be one of the things that's going to prevent them from actually going deep into the playoffs. I think a lot of people done caught up to that. They done figured the Chiefs out. Half the time, Tyreek Hill is taking out the game as far as what defenses do to him. They double him. Mahomes is running around like a chicken with his head cut off. All the little fancy passes and the no-look passes that he used to make, a lot of them are turning into turnovers now or incompletions. So these are not the same Chiefs. With that being said, this is a very, very big matchup. Everybody else, they're playing good football in that division. So, well, now you got the Raiders. I think the Raiders, they're probably going to spiral out of control now. But for the most part, the division is a very competitive division. So the Chiefs cannot afford to lose and fall behind. So ultimately, they want to come in. They want to win the division, but you definitely don't want to come in no less than second, because if that happens, you probably won't get a wild card spot, depending on how everybody else does. So I'm going to take the Chiefs -7 in this matchup.
All right, Mr. LJ.
Believe it or not, I don't know if y'all know this, but statistically, with the numbers I went through, these are the 2 worst defenses in the league. Kansas City's worst, giving up 32 points a game. Washington's giving up 31. The Chiefs are giving up 18 points in the first half, which is worse than the NFL. Washington is giving up 17 points in the first half. Like, I don't even want to make a play on this game. I mean, Kansas City, I would lean because they got the better quarterback and the offense is better, but they turn the ball over too much. 11 giveaways, which is worse in the league. So I can't trust neither one of these defenses. So I don't even want to make a play on this game. So I'm going to pass. But if I had to make a lean, of course, I would lean towards Patrick Mahomes and the better quarterback. But hey, anything could go because they are on the road. Anything could happen, bro, because I really feel the Chiefs are dwindling down. You know what I'm saying? It's like they go, every game you see, they just get lower and lower. Like, you're like, whoa, this defense is really, really challenged, man. And if they don't fix it, Chargers gonna take this division, bro.
If they don't fix it, they might not make the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Whoa. All right, hold on. Let me jump in here now. Let's pump our brakes. Moving too fast, guys. It's only week 5. Just barely one game past the quarter mark. We're not even at the halfway point. The Chiefs are what they are and what they've been. Now the defense has gotten progressively worse. I will say that. They're not the same defense. I think a good portion of that though is Clark and the DN has been out. What's the other DNs? Clark and there's another one on the other side. They've missed some games. Chris Jones has been nicked up. But at the end of the day, the offense is still doing what the offense does. I mean, they're scoring 30 points a game. That's not the problem. Mikey's right. The problem is on defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. I don't trust them at all. However, I look at the schedule. Their losses are to Baltimore, the Chargers, and Buffalo. I mean, those are some good football teams. LJ, I know how you feel about the Chargers. The Ravens are a pretty good goddamn football team, and Buffalo is a pretty good goddamn football team. What I expect to happen is what I saw in the Philly game. A shootout, even though Philly can't score, they scored 30 on this defense.
That's what I was just going to say. Philly put 30 points on them.
Right. I don't think their offense is good as Philly's, but I think either way it go, they're about the same. Maybe Philly's slightly better than Washington's, not too much. But so I can give Washington 28, 27, 24, but the Chiefs will score 30 plus. They will. They'll score 30, 31, 34, maybe 37, and Washington won't crack 30. So I like the Chiefs. I like the 7. I like a shootout just because Mikey's right. The Chiefs can't stop no goddamn body. But at the same time, Washington's offense is not built for a shootout, and the Chiefs' offense isn't broken. The defense is broken. Yes, they're doubling Tyreek Hill, but that's giving up Kelsey underneath, and they're taking it. And yes, I think they're pressing offensively. He's turning the ball over a little bit more, but I think that's because they know they got to score damn near every possession because the defense fucking sucks. So, but I'm not a believer in Washington's defense. LJ reeled off the numbers. I don't have to go deep into it. They're giving up 31 points a game. If they're giving up 31 points a game to the Saints, Falcons, Buffalo, and Giants, I mean, Kansas City offense is better than the Giants, just as good, if not better than Buffalo, better than Atlanta, and better than New Orleans. So they're going to score that 30 plus, and I don't think Washington's going to get there. So I like to save it in the shootout. Okay, fellas. May y'all please like, comment, subscribe. All the new viewers that's been checking out the college page, appreciate the love. Come check us out on the NFL page. And with that being said, fellas, let's keep it moving to the next game we got on the docket.
Oh, Brittany Duncan. Did you see Brittany Dunk?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not watching the game at all. Does anybody have a play on this game before we break it down, or should I move on?
No, I don't have no play on that game. I'm going to pick
Mikey?
the Lions in the upset, though. I'm going to pick Detroit as the upset, though.
Nah, we can go ahead and move on.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. We'll rapid fire. I like the Lions with the points. Nothing official. Lean Lions. Yeah. Anybody anything official or just leans?
No, I ain't gonna make it official, but I lean towards the Lions too, money line as well.
Okay. All right. Got to play on this game. Next game got on the docket. I don't know if y'all got to play on this game, but I do. So we're gonna hit it anyway. We got the Rams. They're going on the road to take on the Giants. Line opened up at the Giants +10 home dog. Let's get to these actual factuals. The total was at 48. The injury report is pretty much the reason I got it on here. Giants. Let's look at that real quick. Shepard, he's questionable. Sterling Shepard, he's questionable. Peppers, the safety, he's out for the season. Anderson, Robbie Anderson, linebacker, he's out. He's questionable, excuse me. They got a lot of injuries. Galladay, he's downgraded to out with a knee injury. Barkley is out indefinitely. Daniel Jones is questionable from the concussion he got last week. I don't know if anybody's seen it. He got knocked and then he tried to get up and fucking wobbled and fell to the ground. They haven't been showing it, I'm assuming, because it probably looks bad on TV for the NFL. So, because he got hit, got up, took a couple steps. Nigga was looked like a drunk boxer. Slayton, the receiver, he's questionable. Bretson, the guard, he's questionable. Brown, linebacker, he's questionable. And Tony, the receiver that left the game, he's also questionable. It's like 4 wide receivers that got questionable plus Saquon. On the Rams side of the ball, Stafford, he's probable. He has a finger. He's going to play. Darnold is probable with a knee. He's going to play. Everybody else has been out. They're all on IR. Let's get to the actual factuals on this game. The Rams, they're 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games, but 1-9 ATS in their last 10 games against the Giants. 2-7 straight up in their last 9 games against the Giants. 14-5 straight up in their last 19 games against an opponent from the NFC Conference. 5-1 straight up in their last 6 games against an opponent from the NFC East Division. The total has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games when playing the Giants in New York. Over in 5 of the last 7 road games, and over in 6 of the last 7 games. The Giants, they're 3-6 ATS in their last 9. 1-4 straight up in their last 5. 8-3 ATS in their last 11 games against an opponent from the NFC Conference. That is amazing. 2-8 straight up in their last 10 games against an opponent from the NFC West Conference. 2-13 in their last 15 games played in October. The total has gone over 4 of the last 5 games when playing at home against the Rams, but under in 9 of the last 12 games. LJ, we back on you. Rams on the road against the Giants plus 10. Do you have a play on this game?
Yeah, this is easy, man. Rams minus the 10. They got rest. They ain't played since last Thursday. So, plus these injuries that you named off with the Giants, the quarterback, the running back, the receiver, they have no bodies. So, The Rams are going to ram shot the Giants, bro. The Giants may get 10 points, man. I see this game 27-10 probably. Rams minus 10 easily all day. And I don't think that Daniel Jones is going to play because he is got a concussion. And they don't want to throw him in there because he's going to have a concussion again with their Rams defense, pass rush.
It's definitely
sacks.
possible.
Yeah, 14 sacks on the year. Come on, man. That's top 5 in the league. So Rams minus 10 all day. Best bet. That's one of my best bets of the week.
Gotcha. Hova, what you got? You got anything on this?
Yeah. You said the Giants are pretty banged up.
Right.
They were already missing their 2 starting receivers, and then what really made me, or was really gonna make me say Rams 10 was because even though they were missing their 2 starting receivers, the Giants, they did have Kadarius Toney. He showed up last game. I think he had like 10 catches for 189 for the Giants.
Right.
So they still was able to produce.
He just got hurt. Yeah.
So it's like, damn.
Well, he's questionable. I mean, it's not saying that he's not playing, but he's questionable.
Highly unlikely.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, it's like now the dude that came in that actually was productive, that came from nowhere, that had a big game. Now he got the injury bug. So yeah, I gotta go with the Rams, man. I'm gonna take the Rams minus 10. I think the Rams they probably win by like anywhere between that 14-17 mark, something like that.
Easily.
Yeah, make it a clean sweep. That's primarily reason why I put this game on here, just because it looked like I hate saying things are easy money, but I like saying things look like easy money. So we'll go with that, because it is any given Sunday, anything can happen. We've all been a part of some bullshit.
You get some of these games like this, but these are not one of these games. Like,
yeah, I think without breaking down like the actual game, the Rams, they're in a tough division. They're still behind the Cardinals. They can't afford to give away too many games. So I don't think it's
they control their own destiny.
Right. So I don't think it's a letdown game. I think they're gonna go on the road. Hopefully they got the mentality of, look, their quarterback's banged up. Let's go out here, take care of business, get in, get out, get home. It is a West Coast team flying to the East Coast for an early game. I hate taking that. That's kind of like one of my rules. But no quarterback, no Saquon. Yeah, I got the Rams and I got the under as well. I just don't think they're going to muster up any offense. I don't know how they're going to score. No run game, no pass game. That defense. If they put Daniel Jones out there after getting a concussion against Sam Darnold, they're fucking stupid. So that's my thing. What that boy O say? The Giants will quit if they get up early. Yeah. The Giants are going to quit, I think, I won't say regardless. Maybe if it's tight, they'll stay motivated. But, yeah, if the Rams got up early. I know what you meant, yeah, I agree with you. I think they go quit just one stat. I don't know who's the quarterback. Is it it's what you call it? I can't think of his name right now.
Mike Glennon.
Glennon.
For the Giants, yeah.
Glennon. He's going to turn the ball over. He turned it over when he came in against Dallas. So he'll throw Ramsey a pick. That'll demoralize them. I just don't think they're going to be able to score. So against that defense, I like the Rams. I like the under. I'll take the 10. I ain't worried about it at all. Make it a clean sweep on that one, fellas. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Another game that should be probably a clean sweep. We got the Raiders and all the shit they got going on the road to take on the Broncos. The line opened up the Broncos home favorite at -3.5. The total is at 44. We already know the Raiders got a whole host of issues going on with John Gruden, coach, and just shit going on right now with the Raiders. I'll breeze down the actual factual real quick, though. You know what? Honestly, I don't think we need to go into the actual factuals. They're not going to matter this week. LJ, just start us off with your breakdown, who you like, who you got, and why.
I'm going to take the Broncos. They're at home. The Raiders are in shambles, considering all the drama going on right now. And I just think the Broncos could get at Derek Carr and rattle him, because the thing now is that hit Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying? And that makes the offense, you know what I'm saying, not what it needs to be. So, yeah, I ain't gonna say a lot on this one, because I'm not really high on the Broncos. You know, they're an even keel team. You know, they 3-2, averaging 20 points, giving up 15. So, you know, I'm gonna play the Broncos. I'm gonna take the -3.5 because they're at home, and I just think the Raiders got to get some things organized in their organization before they could really try to go out there and try to win a game. Because we don't even know who the coach is. Who's the intern coach of the Raiders right now?
I know I can look it up. Let me see. I'll get it. Go ahead, Mikey. Go with your breakdown. I'll get the intern coach. Keep going. Or I'm sorry, LJ, if you're not finished.
No, I'm good. Like I said, Broncos -3.5.
I'm not interested in it because the situation that's going on. If that wasn't going on, I probably would take the Raiders to cover. Matter of fact, the line would be a lot different anyway. So I'm not interested in. I'm not finna. Not only will I not put my money on something like this, I wouldn't even make a pick for the public, for y'all to even follow my advice when it's a whole range of issues that are going on with the Raiders, and also a lot of emotions, and you know, those are things that we can't tell you in the actual factuals as far as what's going on in people's heads and minds, and who actually really going to show up. Are they gonna rally behind this new guy, or are they still like, man, what the fuck? The guy that was our leader, damn, this motherfucker is a racist. So nah, I don't have no play on it. I'm not even interested in the game. Let me know what the score is.
I got you, Mikey. So I don't know. Anybody been watching this for the season? I've been kind of high on the Broncos as a sneaky team, not as like a contender. Team that I've been following. Made a lot of money on first 3 weeks. Didn't take them last 2 weeks. I think that was their last 2 losses too. Well, no, they beat the Steelers. No, they lost to the Steelers. I took the Steelers, and they lost to the Ravens. I think I stayed off that game. But they bounced back this week. Raiders got too much shit going on. Just simple as that. New coach, a lot of questions that are being asked that has nothing to do with football. All the talk surrounding there. I'm sure it's getting hard to practice. I'm sure a lot of guys just don't want to be there right now. And it has nothing to do with football, nothing to do with the Raiders. Just who wants to go to work dealing with the media all day, asking nothing to do with football, asking about emails from 10 years ago when you weren't even a coach, a player for that coach, or that coach wasn't even coaching in the NFL. Just a lot of distractions. They got nothing to do with football. I think Teddy stabilized this offense. I've been saying that all season. 7 touchdowns, only 1 interception. He's not going to wow you, but he's not going to turn the ball over. I got the Broncos -3.5. Just too much shit going on in Oakland. And the Broncos defense isn't the best, but it isn't bad. It'll be enough to get pressure on David Carr. And we all know once the pressure comes, it's a wrap. And I think if they get down, I think they're just going to lay down. I think they're just tired, man. Like, it's just a lot of the last 3 days, all they've heard about is Gruden, emails. Now he's fired. New coach coming in, he's not putting in a new offense, but things are different. He's not going to call the same plays. Mm-hmm. It's just different, man. So just too much shit going on. I think the Broncos are easy money, right behind the Rams. That's another reason why I took this game. So I like the Broncos, probably in a blowout. Raiders just need some time to let some shit die down so they can just get back to football. Right now, it's just NFL is too hard to have too much other shit going on and not focus on football.
Yeah, you can't have distractions, man. Especially
can't have distractions. Even the Jags, I feel like even the Jags can probably come in there and beat the Raiders. Like, it's just too much shit. Well, they got their own problems, but it's just too much shit going on. It's hard to play football.
And win. Hey, that'll be the ultimate no comment, I'll pass matchup if the Jags played the Raiders.
Yeah. Well, that Jags Miami game, I didn't even put that on here. So that was the ultimate I'll pass game. Like, I didn't want to even I looked at it like
like Dion say, nobody cares. Ain't nobody care.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna. I looked at, thought about it. I was like, Brissett and Lawrence. Yeah. Then I was like, Urban Meyer. I'll leave this off. All right, next game we got on the docket is them boys. Cowboys. They're going on the road to take on New England Patriots. The line is opened up at the Patriots as a home dog at +3.5. The total is at 51. Couple actual factuals for Dallas. They're 5-0 ATS in their last 5 games. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games. 2-4 ATS in their last 6 against New England. 0-6, straight up in their last 6 against New England. 3-10 straight up in their last 13 road games. 2-6 straight up in their last 8 games against an opponent from the American Football Conference. That's the AFC. Total has gone under in 8 of their last 9 games against an opponent from the AFC East. But over in 4 of the last 5 games. The New England Patriots, they're 3-6 ATS in their last 9 games. Bet they wish they would have kept Cam. 3-6 straight up in their last 9 games. 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games against an opponent from the NFC East Division. 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games played in October. The total is going under in 5 of the last 5 games played against an opponent from the NFC. Under in 8 of the last 9 games played against Dallas. Under in 4 of the last 5 games, generally speaking. LJ, I think we're on you if I'm not correct.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Why is this 3.5?
Okay, Mikey, since you hate the Cowboys, let's start with you. Mikey, give me your analysis. What's your thoughts on the game?
I do hate the Cowboys, so I'll let everybody know. I'm definitely not fond of them, but I'm not fucking dumb. Again, why is this only 3.5? I don't get this. I think the Cowboys go in there and take care of business.
I don't know.
The Patriots are not a good football team.
They not.
Maybe it's something I'm missing on the injury report. Cooper is questionable. Collins is suspended.
I get you, Mikey, because Davis Mills lit him up for 300 yards. 3 touchdowns.
In my Stephen A. Smith voice, Davis Mills?
Yeah, I feel you.
No. So I'm not gonna say nothing else after this about this game. Cowboys minus whatever the hell the line changed to.
All right, got Mikey on them boys. Cowboys -3.5. LJ,
Hey, I'm on them Cowboys too, man. I'm on them Cowboys too. Because if Davis Mill lit this man up for 312 on the defense, I know Dak gonna eat him up. Plus, the Cowboys are running the ball, man. Like really running the ball, averaging 172 yards a game.
Man, that's
The
damn
New England,
unheard of in the NFL, man.
New England is only averaging 80 points. 80 yards rushing. That's all they're averaging. They're only averaging one red zone attempt a game.
Yeah, Otis ain't lying.
So
towards the defense. That's crazy, man.
Dallas is easily gonna roll with this, man. Minus the what is the 4.5?
3. I got 3.5 right now. I'm sure that line is gonna change.
Yeah.
If it hasn't already.
Take Dallas minus the 4. 12 takeaways, 10 interceptions. They're gonna cause problems with Mac Jones. He's gonna be rattled the whole game. So
Mac Jones not even throwing the ball past 10 yards.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing. And that's why I say like, and that's part of the reason why I say I know they gotta be like, why the fuck didn't we keep Cam?
No,
like
they not that
preseason
way.
Preseason shit was preseason.
They not that
and
way.
Like experience speaks volumes. Like all that shit in the preseason. He did look good in the preseason, don't get me wrong, but you got to think about it. If Bill Belichick knows this shit, like it's vanilla as fuck.
You thinking logically though. You thinking logically, bro.
Huh?
You're thinking logically. They trying to go ahead and just rebuild and saying Mac Jones is gonna be our future. Cam,
that's cool, but you gotta start the season out with Cam. And if Cam is playing piss poor to mediocre, then you go to Mac Jones. What do you lose?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what
only thing. At least if Cam, I think Cam can at least give you 2 more wins right now, maybe 1 more. I think he beats Miami. Didn't they lose to Miami? Is that one of their losses? Let me check real quick.
No,
they beat Miami.
I think they beat Miami.
Yeah, no,
hold on. They lost to Tampa. They lost to New Orleans, and they lost to Miami 17-16.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that was that
week 1.
He fumbled at the goal line.
He fumbled on the way to go in. Now that's not his fault, but at the same time, the offense only put up 16 points. Mac Jones, and my thing with this is, Mac Jones may ultimately be a better passer than Cam Newton is right now, but he's not right now. Like right now, he can't even push the ball down the field. So all your dinking and dunking everywhere is not getting it done for you. And he can't run. At least with Cam, you can dink and dunk and throw it down the field. Cam's not the most accurate, but Cam looked good coming into the season.
He's trying to rebuild, man.
And he was hurt last year with a piss poor ass offense and a sorry ass defense. I think they made a mistake letting go of Cam.
He had no weapons.
Yeah, none. And I think
now they're trying to say, well, we want to protect Mac Jones. He don't have no weapons. They
the protection should have been his ass sitting back and watching Cam. That should have been the protection for at least 5 to 6 weeks. They should have took the Trey Lance approach instead. And that's probably Bill Belichick's ego. Like, oh, I can do it with a rookie quarterback. You should have signed Cam. But anyway, I agree with you guys. Dallas minus 3.5, make it a clean sweep. Like LJ said, if David Mills can put up 300 yards and go 22 for 29, I know Dak can carve this defense up for a good 30, 40 points. So I want to take the over. Actually, I'll lean toward it, but I don't know how many points I'll get from New England. But I know Dallas is going to give me close to 30, if not 30. So I like the boys. Besides, the boys have been making me some money this goddamn season, and I'm not jumping off that bandwagon just yet.
Hey, I wonder what what's the Diggs name? I wonder what his interception prop gonna be. Because he gets one a game.
But what Matt Jones hasn't? Oh well, no, he's thrown 5. So yeah.
We may want to look at that prop right there, bro.
It's definitely going to be plus money because it's an interception. So
yeah. I think
but it might not be something bad to throw like a 20 on or something light. Just
already.
It might not be a bad just take a shot prop. I can see that for sure. Let's keep it moving. We're getting there. Only a couple games left, fellas. Not that many. I left off a game that I didn't want to leave off, I think. But see. No, I didn't. Well, yeah, I did. I left off one, but it's all right. Next game we got on the docket is what I personally think is probably the game of the week, in my opinion. Can we call this the game of the week? I know it's not the Sunday night game. It's not the Monday game, but I think this is the game of the week.
It could be.
Why not?
Yeah,
I think it should be. Yeah.
It's the game I'm most excited to watch anyway. We got LJ's LA Chargers. They're going on the road to take on the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. The line opened up at the Ravens -3. The total is at 52. Let's look at the actual factuals for the Chargers. They're 8-1 ATS in their last 9 games. 8-1 straight up in their last 9 games. 4-2 ATS in their last 6 games against Baltimore. 4-1 ATS their last 5 games on the road. 5-2 ATS their last 7 games on the road in Baltimore. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games this season. 6-0 straight up their last 6 games against an opponent from the AFC. The total has gone under in 5 of their last 6 games against an opponent from the AFC North Division, and under in 4 of the last 5 games. The Ravens, they're 9-4 ATS their last 13 games. 10-2 straight up in their last 12 games. 5-0 straight up in their last 5 games at home. 2-5 ATS their last 7 games when playing at home against the Chargers. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games. 7-3 ATS their last 10 games against an opponent from the AFC. The total has gone over in 5 of the last 7 games in week 6, over in 14 of the last 20 games against an opponent from the AFC West Division, but under in 6 of the last 9 games. Mikey, I believe we're on you. Are you there, or is your camera just
I'm here. I think I stole LJ's shit last time.
Okay, that is true. LJ, kick it off. LJ. These are your. You know what? I'm so sorry because these are LJ's Chargers. LJ, you kick it off, man. These are your guys. What are you doing?
Man, this game right here cannot be more evenly matched, bro. I did the numbers, man, and I swear to you, bro, I don't see no advantage, like, at all. Like, the only thing I can see is that you can run on the Chargers. They're giving up 120. Wait, no. What are they giving
up? That's not good. I mean, that's what the Ravens do.
Yeah, they're giving up a lot of 214. They're giving up 214 yards a game on the ground. And the Ravens do run, but their running backs are depleted. So a lot of that rushing is Lamar Jackson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how long are the Ravens going to depend on this guy to bail them out, man?
Till he gets hurt.
And I think it's going to eventually catch up with Baltimore.
At some point it will. But I'll say my piece when it's my turn. Go ahead.
But you know how I feel about Justin Herbert.
I know exactly how you feel.
I may be going out on a limb, but I think he's in the MVP conversation right now. That's just me.
You know,
I think that's valid conversation, of course.
Because that boy has been playing lights out, and he does not get rattled. The Chargers, I love their coach because he doesn't care if it's 4th and 5 or 4th and 7. He going for it because he trusts his quarterback. And that lets you know how confident he is in his quarterback to go on a 4th and 7 on your own side of the field. Like, who does that? Like, for real. So with all that said, buddies, my friends, my comrades, I am going to stay away from the side, but I'm going to take the over. What's the over? What's the total?
The over is 51. I'm sorry, 52.
51. I think the Chargers can score. Okay, 52. I think the Chargers can score 30. I think the Ravens can score 25, 27. Does that give me over 52?
So you like the Chargers plus the points?
No, I said I'm going to stay away from the side. I'm just going to take the points. I'm going to take the over because I think it could go over 52. Because I think, like I said, the Chargers can get me 35. Almost 40.
But it don't sound like you think the Ravens can give you that much. So I'm not understanding why you just want to take the Ravens. That's what
Petty.
I'm just kind of confused.
Petty.
Because, yeah, pretty much. I don't want to go against my. I don't want.
You don't want to go
I'm
get
talking
your
about
Ravens,
Marley.
but these are your Chargers. What you mean you don't want to go against your Ravens?
No, they ain't my Ravens. I didn't say Ravens. I said I want to keep my record straight. I like how my record is. So I think this game is gonna go over. But if I had to make a lean, I will lean towards the Ravens because they're at home, and I think they can get some turnovers because they could. I think that they'll come up with a game plan because if I know I can run on the Chargers, I know John Harbaugh knows that that's their weakness. You know what I'm saying? Run the ball, keep the defense on the field, keep Justin Herbert on the sideline. So if they could do that, they'll have a chance to win. But I'm gonna play it safe because I think the over will hit. So I'm gonna do over 52 on the game.
Gotcha. All right, Hova, what you got for me, Mikey?
I got the Chargers money line.
Ooh.
I think they're gonna go in there. They're gonna take care of business. Lamar played a tremendous game, but if you go back and you dissect that entire game, the first half they really didn't do anything. Second half was when he showed out. When he showed out, it was against a depleted secondary. It was second string defensive backs. Some of them was third string. Hell, one of them they had just signed off the street. The Colts, what they did, which I don't understand for the life of me why they did that, they decided that, hey, we're just going to sit back and we're going to play soft coverage and bend but don't break. And if you saw it, Lamar was just picking them apart. In my opinion, that was the wrong approach. Chargers not going to do that. I don't see that magic happening. The comeback shit and all that he did. He looked real, real good. But I'm gonna take the Chargers with that offense. I think that the Chargers. Before I say this, I think Lamar Jackson is a very dynamic quarterback. He actually does have more weapons, but I think Herbert is the better quarterback in my opinion. I think the Chargers definitely have a way more better defense than the Colts. And I think the Chargers will be able to just run the ball just a little bit enough. And I think they go on the road and they win this football game. So I'm taking the Chargers money line. Official play.
Okay, Chargers money line. Man, these Ravens have survived some games.
So that's the right word.
I mean, they can be undefeated if you take away the loss from the Raiders overtime, right? Lamar tricks that game off. Survives KC. Survives Detroit. Blowout Denver because they knocked Teddy Bridgewater out of the game, so you get locked, you get a break. It survives Indy. And I look on the other side at the Chargers. Chargers have played some pretty good offenses. They played Dallas, lost 20-17. They played Kansas City. They played the Raiders, who lit up Baltimore's defense. And they played Cleveland, who can run the fucking ball. They're tested, in other words, and they're 4-1 against that test so far. I like the Chargers here. I like the 3. I don't know if they win because the damn Baltimore just been finding a way. I keep saying survive. Maybe they survive again. I don't know. It just seems like whatever they need, Lamar Jackson has been able to deliver in the clutch. But I think that Peters' injury, the secondary being hurt and being banged up, it comes to bite them today because Herbert can throw the fucking ball by make no means. He can make all the throws. And I think outside of Mahomes, he's the best quarterback that they faced. This is going to be the best team they faced since that Chiefs team, even though the Chiefs team was one-sided. They got both sides of the ball in the Chargers game. I think it'll be tight. I think it'll be close. I don't know who wins, but I think that field goal, those 3 points are going to matter. So I'm going to take the 3 with the Chargers. I do like that over LJ, but I think the over is more likely than the under, but you could get an under game because both of these defenses are so good. You just may get that type of game. and that's a Baltimore type of game. You might get that Dallas San Diego game 20-17. But I do think both of these offenses are capable of scoring easily. They both average 28. Baltimore averages 27, so that's your over if they hit their averages. But these are two pretty good defenses.
That's
pretty good defenses on both sides of the ball too, though. So
yeah.
But I like the Chargers plus the 3. That's where I'm gonna stay.
I may end up doing it Sunday. I may convince myself to take the Chargers on Sunday. I just ain't did it yet.
I got you.
Now listen to
but I think it's gonna be. I mean, like I said, I think it's the. I personally think it's the best game on the weekend. Like I said, even though it's not the Sunday night game, Monday night game, but that's the game I'm the most excited about this weekend.
Is that a late game or the early game?
It's an early game. So oh shit. That changes a fucking lot, bro. I didn't look at that.
Yo, West Coast going to the
West Coast. I'm telling you, man. Anybody that watch this show, anybody that catches this show, if you're not watching it right now, later, man. That's as a gambler, as a bettor. I'm not saying it's gonna matter this game because maybe it won't, but that is something that you should keep in mind as a bettor. Like this game starts at 12 o'clock on the East Coast time, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. 12 o'clock our time.
Well, yeah.
So that's 11 o'clock East Coast time, right?
No, that's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying.
They're an hour ahead of us.
Hour ahead. 1 o'clock East Coast time. That's like 10 o'clock Cali time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like 10 o'clock Vegas time. It's like
you're right.
Vegas is 2 hours behind us. So it's like 10 o'clock Vegas time. You know what I'm saying? That's early as fuck to be getting up to play a fucking football game.
Yeah.
So like that shit be mattering. You know what I'm saying? Like it honestly makes me want to take the Ravens first half for sure.
Both teams come off tough wins though, because the Chargers played the Browns to the end and the Ravens had to come back and win that game against the Colts.
Right. I'm not changing my play. First of all, the Ravens are coming off a short week because they did have a Monday night game against the Colts that went into overtime. So short week, coming off long game. I still like the Chargers.
Yeah, because they don't have to travel.
That's going to be tough, man. I mean, that's just that time difference. I'm telling you. And when I moved to Vegas the first Sunday, bro, it threw me the fuck off because like I woke up and it was just like.
You need to start putting your notifications off. That's what you need to start doing.
I know, man. I'm going to get me a tablet. I'm going to get real professional. Listen, people, we're picking up traction. We're going to change some things, man. I'm going to have a screen. I'm going to get me it's just work with us, man. We're picking up traction. We get subscribers. Y'all please like, comment, subscribe. Videos getting up there. Keep it coming. We're going to keep providing y'all winners. Let's keep it moving, though. We're all on the Chargers. Well, me and Mikey are on the Chargers, and LJ is on the over. Man, that time frame difference, though, that's huge to me, honestly. That's huge to me. I don't want to change my play, though, but damn, that makes a difference in my mind. It really does. It really does. It really does. All right, next game we got on the docket. We're almost done. Last 2 games. Winding it on down here. We got the Seahawks. They're going on the road, minus Russell Wilson, to take on the Steelers. Maybe Tomlin's turned this thing around. Maybe he hasn't. Will remains to be seen. The Steelers are at home. They're favorites by 5. The total is at 42.5. Couple actual factuals for Seattle. Well, honestly, I don't want to read them because that's a lot of stuff with Russell Wilson, and he's not there. So a lot of that shit's not going to matter. What they are on the road, what they've been on the road, 3 and 6, that's all Russell Wilson. It's Gino Smith, and we don't have Gino Smith numbers right now. But I got Pittsburgh's actual factuals. They're 4-8 ATS in their last 12 games. 3-8 straight up in their last 11 games. 2-5 ATS in their last 7 games at home. 7-3 straight up in their last 10 games when playing at home against Seattle. 7-2 ATS their last 9 games against an opponent in the NFC West Division. 12-2 straight up in their last 14 games in October. The total has gone under in 8 of the last 8 games played in week 6 on Seattle for Pittsburgh. Under in 7 of the last 8 games against an opponent from the NFC conference. Under in 4 of the last 6 games against Seattle, and under in 4 of the last 5 games generally speaking. Mikey, Hova, well, you're up, kid. Seattle Seahawks at Pittsburgh -5.
I'm taking
Over.
the Seahawks to cover.
Taking
Ooh.
the Seahawks.
I would love for you to give me the reason
Plus
why.
the 5 with
Number
Gino
one.
Smith.
The Steelers' offense is garbage.
Okay.
Here, so I hear you guys talking about, and that's how you do get caught up like that. Oh, Russell Wilson is out.
Right, you can get.
I thought Gino Smith played pretty good when he came in.
One drive.
That's fine, but he played good. Now, and he threw the interception at the end, but that was really on Lockett. I think because Lockett really was supposed to be.
Lockett slipped. Right.
Yeah, he slipped. But I thought Gino looked pretty good. So I'm looking at this. The Steelers' offense, to me, like I said, they're not really that good. So if Seattle can just try to keep it close, I think they'll score some points. Now, Gino Smith obviously ain't nowhere near a Hall of Famer or a Pro Bowl or anything like that. But at the same time, I think he can do enough with those weapons that he has. Seattle does have some weapons on offense, so I think he can do enough in order for them to cover 5 points. I'm sorry, I'm not. The Steelers are not worth 5 points, probably against anybody in this league. I just can't. So I'm gonna take the Seahawks to cover.
They was worth 5 points against Denver last week.
LJ.
Man, I'm riding with these Steelers -5, man. For the simple fact of this, Hova, Seattle's offense is only averaging 3 third downs a game. They're only averaging 54 plays a game. They're only averaging 25 minutes on the field time of possession a game. That's just the offense. Now let's get to the defense. 26 first downs, which is last in the NFL. 73 giving up plays. That's worse than the NFL. 450 yards total that they're giving up. 148 rushing yards they're giving up. They're on the field 35 minutes. They're averaging 14 points allowed in the second half. Should I go on?
You can if you want.
You can? Yeah, you can go on.
So if you can't run the ball, you're giving up more yards rushing than you gain. You're giving up more yards than you gain on offense. You're giving up more time of possession on offense than you do on defense. So tell me, how in the world are they going to have a chance to cover these points? Hova, tell me how. Those 3 categories. They're worse than the league.
Well, I'll tell you how. I already told you earlier, but I'll tell you how. Number one, they are an NFL team, so there is a chance. Number two, like I said, I think that this line is very inflated. So, and I think they're basing that off of the fact that Wilson is out. And so most people gonna look at this line and say, oh man, Wilson is out. Man, the motherfuckers, they don't have no defense and they got Gino Smith. Oh, I'm finna jump on that. All right, well, we'll see how that goes. Because I think all you have to do in the league is hang around and be competitive. If they can get up early, maybe like 7-0 or something like that, then we talking about a different ball game.
You say if. And
it's gonna be the ball game. The game plan is definitely gonna. First of all, they're gonna have to, even though it's been hard for them to run the ball, they're definitely gonna have to at least try it a little bit more. What I've seen from Gino Smith, I think that he can make just enough plays in order for them to cover 5 points. So that's why I'm taking them plus the 5.
Man, okay. Gino's a backup for a reason.
Right.
All right. What's up? Oh man, when you gonna join the show, man? I see you got some stats, man. I see you know your shit. Coach said you wanted to do the show, man. We gonna have to get you on before we wrap up the NFL season. But all right. So let me get my take on the game. My take is pretty much this. First of all, Juju Smith is hurt. Let me throw that out there. He's out for the game, and Chase Claypool got hurt as well. He's questionable. And I agree with both of y'all analysis as far as LJ. You're right. Seattle defense is fucking terrible. Their third down conversion rate on offense is awful, and that's with Russell Wilson.
Exactly.
But they've always had Russell Wilson to pretty much bail them out in the fourth quarter. That's normally what their games came down to. I think he probably has the most fourth quarter comebacks next to Tom Brady that's active right now in the league. And they're not going to have that. And Russ has been amazing. 10 touchdowns, 1 interception. I agree with Mikey. Although it was 2 series, maybe Gino Smith. I like the way Gino looked. Like he didn't look bad. I have to remember Gino Smith was a starter in this league at one point. Now he wasn't a good starter, but he's a good backup to have. And I look on the other side of the ball, Pittsburgh's only averaging 18 points per game. They're giving up 22 points a game, which is amazing on defense, but they can't fucking score. You take away Juju and Chase is hurt. I think they can cover the 5. I don't think they win, but I think 5 is too much for a Seattle team that hasn't looked impressive at all. Let's think about it. Their wins are week 1 at Buffalo. I think we can say that's probably a fluke. Do we think if they played again, that same thing would happen? I think that's week 1. Anything can happen week 1. And then lose to Las Vegas, lose to Cincinnati, lose to Green Bay, and beat a Denver team, which they knocked out Teddy Bridgewater and got Drew Lock. And so I think Gino is better than Drew Lock. I think Metcalf, he got some weapons. Mikey said they got to run the ball. This is going to be a low-scoring game either way. So if they give me 14 points, they're allowed to cover the game. If they give me 20, they win. If I get 20 points, I cover because Pittsburgh's not scoring more than 24 points. So if I get 20, which is just 2 touchdowns and a punt return or a kick return or a pick 6 or a fumble, I like my chances. I think Seattle will score at least once, maybe twice. I think I can get a defensive or special teams touchdown. But even if not, at the end of the day, Pittsburgh's only averaging 18 points a game. So give me the points. I'll take the 5. I think the line's inflated with Russell out. I don't think they win, but I do like the 5 points here. The interception wasn't his fault. Lockett slipped. He tried to throw it before he broke out the route. He slipped. Not his fault.
I mean, if you look at it, Metcalf actually ate more when Gino came in.
I just think he's a decent. I don't think he's a bad backup to have. He has experience. He's not going to be the moment won't be too big for him. He's been a starter before.
When he came in, when he was a starter, he was young in his career.
Right. And he's been in Seattle long enough. He know the playbook. I think 5 is good.
Can I get a side bet? Can I get a side bet on this game?
For what? For who?
For many
Are
of
you
y'all.
saying like for the Steelers to win the game?
Take the 5. I'll take the 5. They gonna cover this game easily.
Yeah, we can. Let's. I'll bet you 10 on it.
10.
Yeah, just a gentleman's bet.
Man, I don't want to take no $10, Mikey.
Oh, okay. Well,
50. Let's do 50.
We can do 50.
Bet it's on record right now. $50. I'll put my hand out there. We're gonna shake right there. Boom. I'm shaking right there.
At this current line, 5, right?
5. Yes, the Steelers will easily cover that 5. Easily.
Okay.
So if it goes up or down, it doesn't matter. You guys are gonna pop.
It's 5. It's at 5. That's where the line is right now.
All right, guys. A little personal friendly.
I need that. That'll be my beer money.
Okay. I don't see Gino doing nothing against this Steelers defense at all. Nothing.
All right. Well, let's get to the last game so we can all get out of here before we get to. Actually, we're making good time. It's not even too late. Boys can say goodnight to the wives, and they won't be too mad at us for staying up too late. Last game, man. The Monday nighter. We got the Bills. They're going on the road to take on the Tennessee Titans. Bills coming off that great, impressive win against the Chiefs. Titans at home. The line is at 5.5. The line is at 6. The total is at 54. Jump to the actual factuals for Buffalo. They're 13-3 ATS in their last 16 games. 12-2 straight up their last 14 games. 4-9 straight up their last 13 games against Tennessee. 6-1 ATS their last 7 road games. 4-12 straight up their last 16 games and playing on the road against Tennessee. 4-1 ATS their last 5. 12-2 straight up their last 14 against an opponent from the AFC. Totals gone under in 8 of their last 11 games against an opponent from the AFC South. Tennessee, 2-4 ATS their last 6 games. 12-4 straight up their last 16 games against Buffalo. 4-12 ATS their last 16 games against an opponent from the AFC East. 7-2 straight up in their last 19 games on Monday Night Football. Total's gone over in 6 of the Tennessee's last 7 games played in October. Over in 8 of the last 15 played against an opponent from the AFC. Under in 4 of the last 6 games against Buffalo, but over in 10 of their last 14 games. LJ, kick us off on a Monday nighter. Buffalo -6 in Tennessee. What you got?
I got Buffalo minus the 6, man. I just think they're the best team. Well, them and Arizona are the best team in the league right now. They're averaging too many points for a Tennessee team that's only averaging, 25? What they have? Tennessee, 24. And they give up more than they score. They're giving up 28 points. So we already know. If you give up more than you score, you're not going to win a lot of games. So,
right.
But Tennessee is first in the league at 73 total plays a game. So they are on the field, and I think that's a lot of Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Eating up the clock, you know what I'm saying? All that there. But Buffalo's defense will stop that run. And they're going to have on the blade, they lost to Tennessee last year. I remember right after when COVID hit, I think they had to go play Tennessee. I think 2 weeks of they had 2 days off and they had to go to Tennessee on a Wednesday. They had to make up their makeup game.
Oh,
Tennessee
yeah. I remember that.
You're
right.
Yeah, Tennessee beat them. So they're going to have that on the mind. Plus, this is another AFC opponent that I feel Buffalo would not have any trouble with because Tennessee's defense is vulnerable. And I don't know, is Julio back?
Let me check. I think he's still questionable, but I think AJ Brown is back. Let me check.
Okay, well,
I got it right here. Tennessee. I got Julio. He's questionable.
Okay. Well, all that said, I just don't think the Tennessee have enough firepower because I think Kansas City got more firepower than Tennessee, and Buffalo just drove them. So I'm taking Buffalo minus the 6, 13 sacks, 30 quarterback hits, 15 takeaways, 9 interceptions, 6 forced fumbles. I cannot deny those numbers. So Buffalo minus the 6.
Hova.
Taking the Titans at home +6. I think they'll be able to control the time of possession. The Bills are explosive. We all know about them. They got a good defense. They're very explosive. But I believe this is a Monday night game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So the dynamics are definitely going to change. And I think once it comes to all the Titans got to do is just hang around. And once it gets to that fourth quarter, Derrick Henry is still going to be running. And I will gladly take the 6 on this. I like this. I don't. It's a lot, man, just for you to just go on the road and think that you're just going to cover a touchdown. You know, I mean, the Titans aren't. I mean, they're decimated by injuries, so don't get me wrong, but they're not just like a terrible team. So these guys, Monday night, these guys they're gonna play with some pride for sure, and they're gonna be very physical. And so as long as they can run the ball and control the clock, maybe convert some third downs, stop the explosiveness, or not even stop, just limit or contain the explosiveness of the Bills' offense. Make sure every time that Josh Allen tries to run the ball, that they put a hat on him or a shoulder pad on him, then I think they'll be okay. So I'm gonna take the Titans +6.
Yeah, this is a tough game. The Bills a very impressive win in Kansas City. But then when I think about it, like, was it really impressive? Because, like, is Kansas City, I mean, we all agree that Kansas City is not what they were, mainly because of the defense. So, like, it was a good win because, I mean, anytime you go on the road against a good team and get a win, it's always good. But was it a really impressive win? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet. But they went there and took care of business, so you got to give them credit for that. It wasn't like they barely got in there. I mean, they went there 38-20. They went there and put it on them. My main concern is, could this be a letdown? This is like perfect for a letdown game. Like, coming off a big game, just took care of business, 4-1, getting patted on the back. I'm sure Allen is getting MVP considerations. Everybody's singing your praises. There's no bad news going on in Buffalo this week. But then you got to go into Tennessee. And Tennessee ain't no Kansas City. Like, ain't no finesse about it. We not trying to spread you out and throw the ball and we throwing no look pass. No, we're finna come punch you in the mouth. Here's Derrick Henry 25, 30 times. See what happens in the fourth quarter. I think 6 points might be too much. Because if Tennessee jumps out to a lead or if Buffalo starts slow and this game is tight early and they can't pull away for whatever reason, it's gonna be hard. LJ, you said they lead the league in time of possession, right? Or if they don't lead the league, I know they're top 5 because it's just a lot of Derrick Henry. And I don't know who's going to stop him. Tannehill hasn't played like he's played the past 2 years, but I think he's playing better. They lost to the Jets, man. They didn't have AJ Brown or Julio Jones or AJ Brown. And I think that was just a good spot for the Jets. They was at home. They needed a win. They played their ass out. I like the Titans +6. I just think it's too many points, and I'm scared of the letdown by a touchdown. I think the Bills still could win, but I think too much Derrick Henry eating up too much clock. 6 points might be a little bit too much for me on this one.
Let me ask this question. The Bills have not – let me ask this question. The Bills have not given up a 100-yard rusher all year. Does Derrick Henry get 100 yards on the Bills?
Yeah, but they haven't played a team that has a 100-yard rusher.
Yeah.
They played Kansas City, Houston, Washington, Miami, and Pittsburgh. Naming running backs on those teams.
If he doesn't get hurt, he gets 100 yards.
Why you say he get hurt?
Because things happen. It's the league. People get hurt. Not because I know where you're trying to get at. Oh, because the Bills rushing defense is so good, he's gonna get hurt. Nah, I'm just saying, like, anything can happen. But I'm saying if he doesn't get hurt, he's going over 100, bro. He's going over 100. Trust me.
Okay.
I think Henry finna get that 100. I mean, that's gonna be a prop bet that I'm definitely if that's a decent looking prop bet, I'm probably gonna. I don't see him not getting 100. I like that Buffalo defense, but I'm just looking at the schedule. They played Miami, they played Pittsburgh, subpar offense, Washington, subpar offense, Houston with no Tyrod, subpar offense. Kansas City's the most talented offense they've played, but this is a different caliber of offense. We're not talking about nobody that's trying to throw the ball all over the place. They're not trying to score 30 points and outshoot you. They're going to come run this ball down your throat. How physical? I don't know how physical they are. I mean, and maybe they'll hold up to the challenge. I'm not necessarily saying they won't. I'm saying based off this schedule, it remains to be seen how good that defense is. I know the numbers say that they're good, but sometimes you got to look deeper than just looking at the numbers. You got to look at the competition as well. I mean, the numbers say they're giving up 12 points a game, but I don't think that's a 12-point-a-game defense. Don't get me wrong, but Miami, Pittsburgh, Washington, Houston, they got a 0 with Houston. And, like I said, I'll give them the Kansas City win. But outside of that, yeah, I don't know. I need to see it. But I don't think they stop Henry from getting. I mean, my gosh, my gosh, have you seen him this year? And the thing is, he normally starts late. Like he normally starts picking it up late this year. He's already averaging 4.5 a carry with 7 touchdowns, leading the league in attempts, leading the league in yards, leading the league in touchdowns.
I'm gonna tell y'all this: the only way they have a chance, Tennessee got to jump on Buffalo because you can't play from behind and run the ball. They're gonna have to jump.
I mean, that's
Buffalo.
true, but I'm saying they have to get behind. I don't know if they're gonna get behind. That's what I'm saying.
Who?
Yeah,
Tennessee?
yeah. If they get behind, then yeah. But Tennessee takes the ball first and bleeds the clock and then go score, then what? They're not playing from behind. Then even if the Bills do score, Tennessee bleeds the clock again, scores before halftime, then what? We're talking a whole different ball game. Now, you got Buffalo. So, yeah, you're saying Buffalo gets the ball, they go score, they stop Tennessee, then they score, now they're playing from behind, they got to throw the ball to come back. Yeah, if everything goes that way, yeah, of course. But I'm saying I'm not sure it's going to go that way.
Okay.
I'm saying they're going to have trouble stopping Henry. I think he gets his 100 plus. My boy Otis say he get 150. If he gets 150, they cover. I don't know if they win, but if he get 150, they cover. That's too many yards. And they haven't went up against anybody. Who did they play? What running back? What's the starting running back? Gaston? Gaston ain't no Henry. That's Miami. Ingram in a group of backs with Houston.
I'm just not saying one running back. You could throw 4 or 5 running backs. Running back by committee. They have not allowed 100 yards rushing.
Right, I understand that, but I'm saying they haven't played anybody that's gonna threaten 100 yards. Like Gaston hasn't had a 100-yard game rushing yet. No matter who they play. Houston, who did we have 100 yards rushing against?
But my philosophy has always been defense travels more than offense travels.
It does, but it still matters who you play on that defense. I mean, if you're traveling to Miami,
you can say that, but you only play who's on your schedule.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying you have to take into account that if I go against Houston and Miami, that's not going against Tennessee and who else runs the ball really goddamn good? Cleveland.
Tennessee lost to the Jets.
Yeah, with no A.J. Brown and no.
They still couldn't beat the Jets.
Buffalo lost to Pittsburgh. So I mean, it's football.
Man,
everybody, the Jaguars are going to win 2 games this season.
Okay, I get it. All right, it's cool. Y'all got Tennessee plus the 6. I got it.
Yeah, I got Tennessee plus the 6. Too many points.
Why we didn't cap the Arizona-Cleveland game?
I don't know about that game. Wasn't on here, so we'll definitely do that. I don't know how I didn't put that on here, to be 1,000% honest with you.
Because I'm giving Arizona their first loss against Cleveland.
I don't know what happened. I don't know how that game got left off. Oh, probably because they don't have a lineup for it.
Oh, they don't? That's because Chandler Jones and everybody going to be missing.
And it's not up here, so I didn't see it when I was putting in the banners.
They trying to cap the line then.
That's what happened with that game. So we'll probably do that on our Sunday show, LJ Sunday morning, on our late night show, because I don't have the lines or anything up for that game. I have no numbers.
I need the Mercury to score right
So that's what we'll do for that one. So quick recap.
Yes.
Everybody's picks. Mikey, make sure I got your picks correct, sir.
Mikey, we for the cash, dog. We for the cash this Mercury.
I need it.
We for the cash this Mercury, bro.
Check these hockey scores real quick. Avalanche are up.
Yeah, my stuff correct.
Oilers are up. I stayed off the Jets. Maple Leafs won. Oh, that's money. Capitals won. Oh, okay. I'm looking good in hockey. I should have did a show.
Capitals won.
Maple Leafs won. Capitals won. I took both of them today.
Yeah, I took the Capitals.
Stayed off the Jets and Ducks. Then I took the Oilers and I took the Avalanche. And they're both up right now, but it's first period.
Cool.
So we got a long way to go on hockey.
Ooh, Avalanche 3-1.
I got Cleveland too. Arizona isn't that physical. Yeah, they're going to beat their ass up, but it's going to be a good game, I think. But yeah, they're going to beat them up.
Arizona missing too many on defense. They missing Chandler Jones, Byron Murphy's hurt, and their starting tight end got hurt. He tore his knee up. So
I'm worried about that run support, man. They finna run it because Cleveland run that ball.
Yeah, Arizona give up 140 yards on the ground. So
that's what I'm worried about. LJ, these what I got for you written down.
I didn't take Tampa Bay -7. I took Philly +7.
You took what?
I took Philly.
I have Eagles +7. I don't know why I wrote that on my sheet. Sheet I got Eagles +7. That's why I always write it down here and write it down on paper and ask y'all to double check before we get off.
Oh damn, she got fouled.
But I wrote Eagles on paper. Okay. All right. It should be fixed.
God damn, what's the score?
All right, double check one more time for me.
Copper got that rebound, man.
Damn! That's some bullshit. If they
Let me pull up my hockey game. Let's see what I want to watch.
Eagles +7, Green Bay -4.5, Rams -10, Cowboys -3.5. I got 4. So I'll take it, whatever. Broncos -3.5. Where that's at? What are Broncos?
Broncos -3.5 is not on there. Nope, but I got it written down. That's crazy. All right, let me add that. It is Broncos -2.5. All right, sir. One more again.
Chargers +3. Bro, I did not take the Chargers. I took the Chargers and the Ravens over 52.
I didn't write that down. Got it on the paper, but not. I think I was just writing on the paper and not writing it on the plays. Clearly.
Hold on. Hey, Mikey, what we need to make these points by? What's the spread?
It's 4.
4. So they got to win by 5.
I don't even. If I can at least get the push, shit.
Yeah.
All right, LJ.
Eagles +7, Packers -4.5, Rams -10, Cowboys -4, Broncos -3. Take that Chargers off. Pittsburgh -4.5, Buffalo.
I would take the Chargers off. Gotcha. Yeah, you took the total right.
Yeah, that's good. Take that Chargers.
Everything is right though.
Yeah.
All right, take out the Chargers.
What's my record so I can write that down?
You are. Hold on. Overall record is 40 and 26.
Got it. All right. Damn, she missed the free throw, dog.
All right. And these are my plays for the day.
At least make
Tampa -7, Packers -4.5, Chiefs -7, Rams -10, Rams under 48. I got that written down, but it's not on there. But I got it written down. It's fine. Broncos -3.5. I don't have neither one of those down for me. At the Broncos,
we need a miss, a foul, and 2 hit free throws.
Under
or overtime.
No, I'll be scared of overtime, bro. I'll be scared because Scott can rally, man. You got him down. You got to keep him down.
Right. Broncos -3.5, Cowboys -3.5, Chargers +3 is not on there. Seahawks +5, Titans +6.
Nigga don't need a 3-pointer for sure though.
Chargers.
Yeah, that would hurt.
And they need you need them to have a quick shot, so it's enough time to have a foul.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
All right, fellas. Anything boys want to go over, talk about, open mic, last minutes discussions? Or y'all boys or y'all locked in on the game?
I mean, it's tied up. 4 seconds left. Damn.
I take that. I want overtime. That's Vandersloot ass.
Oh, look at her. She just schooled old girl. Get off me. Skylar. Was that Skylar?
Yep. I got it.
She took Skylar.
All right, fellas. Well, I guess if y'all don't got nothing.
I mean, do y'all have anything about John Gruden? I mean, that hasn't been said or talked about?
Nah. I mean, honestly, he said some shit he shouldn't have said at the end of the day, I guess. I mean, you know.
Like we're surprised.
We're in a day of time where shit. I mean, you can't say shit.
Yeah.
It's from 10 years ago, but
hey, it's not about going to court anymore. It's about the court of public opinion now, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I get it.
That we could get crucified for something that we did 10 years ago.
I get it. To be honest with you, personally, he ain't been doing shit in Oakland anyway. You think the team was gonna make the playoffs this year and all that shit? I don't. I personally didn't. I think they're gonna cave like they always do at the end of the season. The Raiders always start the season off good under John Gruden if you pay attention the last couple of years. And then toward the last 8 games of the season, they tail off and they suck. Just like they were beginning to do. They got lucky in overtime against Baltimore. They got lucky in overtime against Miami. So no. I mean, it wasn't like what has he done besides win the Super Bowl with Tony Dungy's team? So I never was beyond my personal opinion. It has nothing to do with him and what he said, what his email said. Oh! I just ain't never been high on John Gruden as a coach anyway.
They ain't got no timeout.
He ain't did shit. So that's my opinion on that. Nothing to do with what he said. If I think he's racist, if he's not, I personally don't give a fuck if he's racist or not. He's not in my life. He's not in my world. Whatever. I don't think he's that good of a football coach. I think he won with Tony Dungy's players. Then he got more famous on Monday Night Football, which he was good at. So maybe he should go back to doing that because I don't think he's good of a coach. He had a good Raiders stint. Maybe they robbed him of a Super Bowl with the Tuck rule. But outside of that, man,
overtime.
That shit in Tampa was Tony Dungy's players.
You got what you wanted, Mikey. You
got what I wanted. Because I had to open this game too.
Avalanche.
My thing is this is my ultimate thing, and I've been saying this for a while. I'm starting to see in society that race is not a big thing anymore that you can degrade, because we've been called niggers, we've been called all type of things throughout life, and we still don't have the rights that I feel we should have. You know what I'm saying? For as an anti-Emmett crime bill, to where if they commit a crime or a hate crime against us, they get charged with that crime. But yet the LGBT community have rallied with each other.
Oh man, that's a whole nother.
You see what I'm saying? So now we're taking sexuality is more important than your actual race now. You get what I'm saying?
That's a topic for my other channel. I'm not gonna get into it on this. My thing with just briefly on that, I don't care about the LGBT community as far as I don't care about them as far as like whatever they do, whatever their fight, that's cool. Fight your fight, whatever. I support your rights to do whatever you want to do. But as far as them surpassing the black movement, the LGBT movement, surpassing the black movement, it's not their fault, to be honest with you. In my opinion, it's not their fault. It's our fault as far as they're more united than we are. And in that unity comes power. And in that power, you can walk up to politicians and presidents and be like, hey, I got 1 million votes with us right now. This is our agenda. This is what we want. If you do this, we'll vote for you. I don't care what party you're with. I'll vote for you if you do these things. Until we get in a position, we're talking about politics anyway. Yeah. Until we get into a position where we can coalesce, ain't no politician gonna listen to us. That's why they keep just telling us shit and then doing the opposite, because we'll just vote for a Democrat or whatever. We have no unity. We have no agenda of what we want. There's nothing written down and say, hey, we want these things. If you do these things, we'll vote for you. We're just gonna go vote for Democrat. So, but that's it. I'm a sports guy. I don't want to talk about that. Not on this.
I mean, you're right. Because I have a politician friend that said the exact same thing you just said. He said,
it just makes sense. That's why I say because it's not.
They look at numbers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They don't care about what people going through and all that.
Donates money. They raise money to their causes, and they go to these politicians with their money and their votes, and they say, hey, we will donate to your campaign, but you have to push these agendas, and if you don't, we'll just go to somebody else that will. And it's that simple. And money moves things in this country. Until we understand
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Until we understand that shit as a people, then
all right, well,
always be
OT, so I got to get out of here.
But yeah, let's wrap this up, man. I appreciate everybody tuned in. We will chop these videos up and break them down individually. So you're gonna have to sit through everything for those that missed. LJ, want to give out your social before we get up out of here.
Yes, sir. LJ from Houston. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Raw Words Podcast. Stream it on YouTube. Like, subscribe, follow the show. We're going to start this NBA real soon, which is next Tuesday. The NBA starts next Tuesday. Wow. What a quick turnaround. But yeah, I'm going to start cranking out these shows again, man, because we're going to have all the sports coinciding with each other. So we're going to have to get a lot of content up on the platform. So be looking at Brothas N Bets and Raw Words Podcast content coming to you soon.
Mikey, last words, my brother.
Man, just hope everybody hope we can win everybody some bread, and that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to have more. I definitely have to apologize. I need to have more WNBA content out there for you guys, so I'm definitely gonna try to do that. This is the finals, and I'm gonna try to finish that, and then I'm gonna try to start at the beginning of next season. But other than that, man, hey, just make sure that you guys tune in, and make sure that you like and subscribe.
Damn. Dallas beat the Hornets 127-59. Largest preseason deficit in the history of the NBA.
Well, all right, people, man. That was the show for the NFL this week. Y'all, please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, we will be breaking these videos down individually. I am Marley Bets. That is Mikey Hova. That is LJ from Houston. This is Brothas N Bets with the NFL show. Appreciate y'all. And as always, go check out those college shows. We got all the Friday games already up. Go win some money. We told y'all UL money line and +3 yesterday. Underline money. Coach had the money line underdog straight up +175. I took the 5 with a sprinkle on that money line. So go catch the rest of the games. And as always,
now, LJ, I want my 50,
bro.
I will say this before we go. I've bet LJ personally, even though I don't do that anymore. I think we're 1-1, LJ, if I'm not mistaken. LJ pays out.
No, I don't.
You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
I'm just fucking with him. Yeah.
I will be tuned in though to that game for sure.
Definitely.
Well, I don't like betting my friends. I like taking Vegas money.
Nah, me neither. But he was acting like
he insisted. I know he did the same thing to me one time.
That's why I said 10 at first. I said 10 at first because I'm like, yo, this my nigga, so it's just gonna be 10. He like 50.
No, I had to tell him the same thing. Like, bro, why would I take your money? I could just take it from Vegas. Like, it makes no sense. But whatever. I did it twice. We 1-1. I don't like doing it. Anyway, with that said, people, y'all know what it is. Let's beat Vegas.
Get money game.
And we out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey,